Ken Ramsey, Bridgeport United Methodist Church. We continue our series, Doing a 180. I want to look at anger today. What do we do with our anger? It's a normal emotion. It's an emotion all of us have, but how can we turn that around? How can we do a 180? 180-second videos, turning things completely around. You know, Jesus in the Sermon on the Mount in Matthew 5 said, "You've heard that it was said of old, you shall not kill, but I say to you, do not be angry." Boy, that's a tough challenge, isn't it? And then the Apostle Paul in Ephesians chapter 4, he says, "Be angry, but sin not. Do not let the sun go down on your anger." Both Jesus' teachings and Paul's teachings point to something that's very real and all of us are aware of, that anger is a very destructive emotion. We shouldn't allow it to linger. We need to get past it. One of the things that I often have to remind myself, and I try to remind others, is that our emotions are things that we choose. No one made me angry. I chose to be angry. And that's normal. It's normal to have that reaction. But instead of trying to blame someone else, I finally have to decide to resolve my anger within myself and by the grace and strength that God gives me. So how can that happen? How can I take steps to turn things around and instead of carrying unresolved anger, begin to address that in my life? Well, the little acronym, you know me, I like acronyms that I, again, use for myself sometimes. Here's the real way, R-E-A-L, the real way to resolve your anger. R, replace anger with a more positive emotion. If you're really angry, I'll tell you what, it's a great time to go out and involve yourself in an act of kindness. Volunteer at a mission, go to a food pantry, help someone out. Begin to replace anger with other emotions in your life. E, exercise. It's a very physical activity. Go out, take a long walk, do some things, get some fresh air and some breaths. Allow your physiology to help purge your body of that anger. A, anticipate the hurt. Anger is going to be destructive for you and others. Before you lash out and hurt someone else because they deserve it, think of the hurt and the ripple effect of hurt and harm that anger is trying to cause in your life. If you anticipate that, then you're less likely to take that next step of revenge or bitterness or lashing out. And then finally, L, look unto Jesus. Jesus had every reason to be angry with those who were crucifying him, but instead he said, "Father, forgive them. They know not what they do." Look to Jesus. He understands the human emotions that we have, and he wants to embrace us with his love in such measure that that anger can begin to dissipate and disappear from our lives. Friends, don't let the sun go down on your anger. Don't let that destructive emotion rule your life. Be real in dealing with it. Replace it with a positive emotion. Exercise. Anticipate the hurt. And look unto Jesus. These are ways that we can do a 180 with regard to our anger. I'll see you next time.